An inquest into the death of a Latchford legend has found he died as a result of a road traffic collision. Phillip Davies died on Mother's Day in 2015 following a crash between his motorbike and a car on the A50 in Knutsford. While out on a ride with friends, Phillip's Honda CBR 600 collided with a grey Ford Kuga which was pulling out of Friars Garden Centre. Mr. Davies, 56, was travelling home towards Warrington from the Knutsford area when the accident happened. An inquest into his death was held at Warrington Coroner's Court this week, more than 3 years after the crash. Sadly, Mr. Davies' loving wife Julie also died recently. Mr. Davies, also known as Dabber, was born and bred in Latchford and was proud of his roots. Coroner Claire Welch confirmed the medical cause of death as multiple organ injuries. After assessing CCTV and road markings, collision investigator PC Steve Binns and forensic scientist Peter Jennings told the court that the motorbike was traveling between 80 and 90 miles per hour. The speed restriction on the A50 is 60 miles per hour. The inquest heard how Mr. Davies was on a ride with 5 friends, as he did most Sundays. The weather was sunny with excellent visibility and driving conditions. Witnesses Paul and Beverly Daniel were traveling in the opposite direction towards Mr. Davies when they saw the crash unfold. Mr. Daniel told the court, "I don't recall any vehicles coming towards me. We were between the 2 entrances of the garden center when I saw a gray car pull out of the main entrance and at the same time saw the motorbikes. There was room for the gray car to pull out in front of me without any danger. I remember turning to my wife and saying, 'Oh God, look what is happening,' as the bike hit the car and burst into flames. The car was turning right out of the junction and was about halfway through its maneuver when the collision happened." Kenneth Garside, the driver of the Ford Kuga, was visiting the garden center with his sister and partner and said he made all the necessary checks before exiting the junction. He told the court, "I have visited the garden center many times and know it is a very difficult junction. I waited for several cars to pass and looked left and right twice. I didn't see any vehicles coming from my right and thought it was safe to pull out. I didn't see the motorbike until it was on top of me." Mr. Garside's sister Elizabeth Cove was sat in the passenger seat. She said, "I also performed the checks at the junction and both ways were clear when we pulled out. I saw a clear road. Then I saw the motorbike right in front of the car. It shot out of nowhere. It slid past the front of the car and was traveling very, very fast." The court heard how the collision sent the bike into the air in a ball of flames as other drivers rushed to help Mr. Davies. In a statement, Mr. Davies' lifelong friend Andrew Wilkes, who was riding behind him, said, "After a day out, we were taking it steady home going around 45 to 50 miles per hour. Phil was very comfortable on the bike. He used it to commute to work every day. He absolutely loved it. He was around 300 yards in front of me and he moved over to the middle of the road still in his lane. I didn't see a car in the garden center exit. The next thing he hit a car, it was that quick. He was an excellent rider and really took care of his bike." Speaking after the hearing which finished on Thursday, Minster Law Solicitor David Sears, on behalf of Zoe and Caitlin Davies, said, "The past 3 years have been particularly upsetting for Zoe and Caitlin Davies, who have had to deal with the recent death of their mother while still trying to come to terms with the sudden and unexpected loss of their father, Phillip Davies, in a road traffic accident in 2015. While the outcome of the inquest doesn't bring back their loved one, it has provided some closure. However, it has also been a painful reminder of the circumstances around their dad's accident.